and welcome back to Mordheim, City of the Damned. It is Konistag, the 5th of Flugsight, and yesterday we had our first couple of injuries. Our archer brethren, Viperus, lost an eye, and our hero unit, Abaddon, had a skull fracture so bad it made him permanently stupid. Which also meant that we fired him and hired a replacement. So now we have Cuxus being our mutant hero. Unfortunately, he's going to be level 0, much like all new recruits at this stage. So all of the progress that we had made is kind of lost. Viperus is now sat up on the back burner over there, while we've got a new guy, Huthul, taking his place in the short term. Anyway, as always, we need more Weirdstone. Always need more Weirdstone. So we're going back out into the field to see what the game's got in store for us. At the end of the last episode, I mentioned that the campaign missions are brutally unfair and quite not fun. So we won't be dealing with this for a very long time. It says rating 700. We're currently rating 529, so I would be waiting a long time anyway. But eventually, if we do come to this, I'll probably use about rating 1000 Warband. We'll see. Oh yes, there you go, Witching Day. I also mentioned this every year in game. You get a respec point for the veteran system. We'll be saving those up. We have no need to rush for that. So we've got a brutal Weirdstone rush. That does not sound very fun at all. Brutal difficulty gives the AI 30% more damage and 30% more hit points. The AI already has 5% more damage and 10% more hit points than your guys, all things being even. So that's even less fair. And the cash, which is hard, which at least is only 15% more damage. They've got, it's got really good loot though involved. We could try it, I suppose. I would be more willing to try it if I had more reliable troops. Well, it gives us a chance to demonstrate the scouting units. We don't have very much money, so we can't do this very much. But you can spend cash to go look for different missions. Ah, great. Found another brutal mission. It's not good. And each time it goes up and up. So we'll try this one, and if this doesn't get anything good, I'm going to cry. Normal, very poor, very poor. Well, it's not great. It's going to be very, well, like it says, very poor on the whole profit margin, but at least it's only normal difficulty, and it's a March for Death. March for Death, I've mentioned before, picks one or more members of the opposing warband, and if you take them out of action and steal their trinket or token or whatever it is they carry, then that's the optional objective. Hooray! Let's, yeah, sure, we'll give this a go. Launch and deploy.
Leaving yourself alone in what was a residential district, you spread your warband to ransack the nearby houses. Just as your warriors are starting to explore the buildings, however, an enemy warband arrives, ready to attack your dispersed forces.
Right, so you can sort of tell from the names who's going to be turning up. This looks like it's going to be the Sisters of Sigmar. They're a very melee, mace and chain based warband, so we can expect not to get shot by them at all, which is great. So we're deploying in this building, and they're going to be down here somewhere. And we've got all this lovely Weirdstone in the way. Although the Weirdstone is arguably not the focus of this particular mission, it's always the focus. So let's work on getting that on the way through. So they're probably going to go this way past the church and come up here. So if we start here, pick this up and these up on the way down to here and grab these on the way through, we can sort of be efficient. Sort of. Hey. I mentioned it before, but deploying is a little bit tricky here and there. Is that in here? Or is it upstairs? It might be upstairs. Sort of almost get a look at it there. There it is. It's around that corner. Okay, so that's a good enough point for him to start. Cuxus, you can start all the way down here somewhere. No, wrong way. There are lots of deployment points on this one. Well, I suppose Cuxus could handle that other search thing in the top right hand corner over there. Ah, almost right. Put it down. That will do nicely. You've got two things there. Right, Hothal, our archer. You can try and start near this point. Where is that? That's down there. So we'll just keep going through them until we can see that body. Is that it? No, it's not. That's it. Then who else do we have? Lending backup. Well, I suppose having these guys, they're kind of our slowest. We'll move them as close as we can to Cuxus. That's our replacement hero unit, if you have forgotten. So we'll try and keep them down here and keep them all together. Whole bunch of clicks. Is that it? Yes, good. Right. Let's start to grab things. That's that collected. And then we'll start. Well, we'll just come around this way and meet up with these guys. We could, along the way, go via our cart and drop off. Yeah. Just on the off chance we get taken out of action as we're passing, and like especially because it's so early in the game, there's no reason not to just dump stuff off before we go and fight the sisters. Oh yeah, the sisters have a lot of morale as well. They're very faith heavy. Means it usually takes a lot more to take them out of action, which is extra hard. 1 crown. Fantastic. Wasn't joking when it said very poor, was it? We can't pick this one up because it's inside. Who is that? Furman's sphere of influence. But we can start working out where we're going from here. This way, I believe. Sort of generally trying to keep an eye out for the lootables. Like there somewhere, possibly. Let's come back a little. Redo our movement in a slightly different order. Nope, not this building, it's the next one over. Trace our steps, reclaim our strategy points, and come this way. And you can go on ambush. Not that they'll get this far yet anyway. They've also just patched in an accelerated mode for the AI turns. I haven't had a chance to try it yet. I actually quite like the speed things go at the moment. It gives you a chance to think about what's going to happen rather than just rushing through the game. 4 gold crowns. Another disappointment. Alright, well, I would say dump that in the chest, but of course Sidus is there at the moment. Alright, well, you can just wait here on Overwatch. You can drop it off next turn when Sidus moves out of the way. Burman, you're going to grab this weird stone. Oh, a cluster. Something I would actually say is worthwhile. Alright, you can take that back then. And we'll keep everyone pulled back a little and make them come to us more. And you guys can start following. Still no actual... Oh, we do have an actual sign of them. Ooh. Okay, so that's their hero unit, the Sister Superior. Wilhelma. Oh, good. Right. So she's not the one that... She's not one of the ones that's marched for death. I thought incorrectly from my previous attempts to play the game that it was always their most powerful... Sorry, excuse me. I thought it was always their most powerful units which got marked for death, but I guess it is actually random.
A new round has started.
Alright, you can go catch up with everyone. Hi guys. And start buffing people just in case. Oh, failure. And Sench's Lash, which just means he can do nothing anymore. Alright, their Sister Superior is going to be running towards us. There we go. And ambush stance right at the doorway. Interesting. Well, we've got some choices. I think it might be worth baiting her out so that we can get 3-on-1 here. So I'm going to walk Cuxus up to roughly where those planks are and hope they're not a trap, so that she charges at Cuxus and then we can have everyone attack her from all sides. Is the plan. So I'm thinking it probably need to be like around about here. Now, it might seem stupid to deliberately take an attack. Oh, I hope she doesn't counter-attack. Damn it! That went really badly. But it's going to be the 3-on-1, which is what we're hoping to abuse here. Then you can go in dodge stance. With the positioning, we might even just be able to get 4-on-1. We'll also bring over Healthful. Yeah, don't worry about putting that cash in the bag. Just come over here. And yeah, you can shoot from here actually. If I take you back a slightly different route, can we get you to a point where you can shoot without needing to take another movement? No, we can't. That's fine. So we'll do it from about here. Good shot. Hope they don't manage to rush out of the door in time. I hope they're too far back. Good. So, Kragor, you're coming around the other side. And you're going to get a charge in. Double check we're not going to inadvertently get ourselves hit there. Might be able to get a charge from back here. Yeah. Ah, unfortunate miss. Furman, you were taking that cluster back. Which is very important, but this is more important. Not going to be a charge and you're going to have no defense afterwards, but the random number generator just does not like me today. 96. All I needed to roll was underneath 80. So Grazigar, get a charge from here. Good, at least one hit. So I expect that Cuxus is going to go out of action, which will be very sad. Assuming that she attacks the person who she's been attacking so far. Don't think we can get anyone else in on this fight, as fun as it would be. So let's buff up a little. We'll buff up those that are probably going to survive longer. Failure, 96 again. Fine, let's back up a little bit just in case the curse takes effect. Oh, stunned. All alone check failed. Unfortunately, because we're completely surrounding her, she can't flee, so we didn't get free attacks. But it's still better than having had Cuxus here go out of action. Good hit, Cuxus. You got your revenge. Do you want to loot the body? Better than nothing. And in terms of what you're going to do, we see at the moment. Genevieve, no, don't care about that. Louisa, damn it. Okay, so their leader is one of them marked for deaths, and there's the other one. Probably means that I expect they're going to rout before we get close to that. I'm going to retreat. Well, retreat. I'm going to keep Cuxus in the back here. Just as some... we don't want him to go out of action quite, but at the same time, he will be useful as extra damage here and there. Movement going along. I think they're coming down that slope alongside the building. Yeah. Well, surprise! I guess, yeah, Cuxus is now out of action. Bit of a shame, but we'll be able to cope. So, Huthul, is there any way we can get you upstairs in here? Yes, there is. Let's do that. Get you a little bit of a altitude bonus. There you go, 87%, that's better. Yeah, I guess you're out of luck now because everyone is angry. Everyone is very angry. Oh, a couple of it. Don't know which mace is which, so we'll leave both so I don't have to re-equip Cooxus later. And let's get a few charges in. We'll do it from this side. So everyone else has to move less far. Wow, straight out of action. Good work. Yeah, you can just go in dodge stance for the moment. Or have someone else come over and look at the corpse. So Kragor. Shield and flail.
Objective completed.
And that was one of the marked for death people. So the only one we've got left now is their leader. Where is she hiding? There she is. There they all are. Yeah. Let's come back this way and we shall prepare an ambush. I think it's unlikely that the leader's going to come up first. But we managed to block the way through this front door quite effectively with the position of everyone. Grazagar, just take a swing. Good hit. Only 49 damage because of the amount of armor that she's got there. You can just go in dodge stance.
A new round has started.
Good, back out of stun. Right. She's still back there, probably. Let's have a little nosy around and just double check everyone is where we think they are. Alright. So you've moved a little, but not very far. I totally didn't even notice that there was another door here. I say door, massive hole in the wall. Yeah, that could have been problematic. So Edda could totally go out of action just by yeah, let's Sidus only has 3 because he got stunned last turn. Okay, we'll buff up one of our usual guys. Just stand back here for the moment. Weapons of destruction on let's put it on Kragor. Ugh, that stun is just unreal. Now, where is Weta going? Please come forward so that we can massively bum rush you. But yeah, like a huge bundle. That's all we care about. No? Okay. Surprise! So, Huthel, who are you going to shoot? Oh, they both got shields. Can at least expend a little bit to aim at one of them. Let's shoot at Edda. See if we can get her taken down first. And then reload. And then you can just yeah, go in dodge stance. Furman. Yeah, that would work. Did work. Let's grab another shield. I like having a bit of a surplus. And then in terms of what you can do to be useful, and you go see where their leader is. Not where we thought. Is she? Maybe she's disappeared upstairs or something. Well, there is weird stone up here, so let's start grabbing this. Do that instead of the 1 gold crown. Swap the other for the Sigmar Warhammer. Go. Hey, that's someone else. Yes, she's... Who knows? Probably realised that she's the Marked for Death one. And is just very sensibly being elsewhere. That's fine. We can just end turn here. Kragor. Good hit. Dodge stance. Okay, so Grazigar is now in combat. It looks like we're going to have to fight everyone except Awisa.
A new round has started.
Right, Sidus, are you going to be absolutely rubbish again? Probably. Well, give your weapons of destruction to Kragor. Cross fingers you don't stun yourself this time. Good work. Right. So, the other question is, right, so who is this? This is just a sister. She still has to make all alone checks. So I'm thinking we're going to bring ourselves just into combat with her, even though we can't actually engage, just to try and make her panic. Because now it's 2-on-1, she has to make her morale test when it comes to her turn. Ooh. Don't know what Zealous Corruption does, but we found out where she is. I think they're going to have too many people go out of action before it gets to there, though. Take an aim at Genevieve, please. Good hit. Reload. And just sit on dodge. So Awisa's in that building somewhere over there. Good dodge, Kragor. Oh, bad miss, though. Combats tend to go a bit back and forth like that. So, Furman. Yeah, jump down. Have a little look out. Can't see her anywhere. Oh, she's all the way around there, probably. What do you have in your inventory at the moment? Alright. I'm thinking swap that shield for some of the weird stone near here. The priorities. Ah. Except we can't because you need to be able to put it in something, which is a bit of a shame. In that case, come back this way just so you don't get hugely assaulted by yourself. Come all the way back here. Can't quite get under there to engage that. That's fine. We'll just go on ambush right here. How's it go? Again, unfortunate miss. Go and dodge. Fingers crossed you won't go out of action. Good. Failed.
A new round has started.
Saved our troops a little. Right. So she's made it round. She's got a curse on her, whatever that is. Augur's Vision. Sidus. Buff Kragor with Weapons of Destruction. Then try and take a hit. And then buff Razagar. Hey! First time you've not massively failed your job. Good work. Kragor, I'm sorry. Your face probably hurts now. Okay, now I could shoot Genevieve, or I could prepare for next turn and just go on Overwatch stance. We already know where their leader is. As soon as she moves out into the open, we can interrupt her movement with an Overwatch shot. So I think that's what we'll do. Let me just check what the chance to shoot her is. Yeah, it's pretty good. So yes, let's do that. We'll just stand here and we'll go on Overwatch stance. There we go. Furman. Come and help. Here. Can we get a charge? No, wrong charge. That's the one. And a miss. Oh well. At least we're now 2-on-1 on both of their troops. Kragor. Good hit. Now their team is below the threshold, so they're going to have to start making morale checks to stay in the fight. Let's put Kragor just here, just on dodge stance. And they failed, so they're fleeing. Which is a shame, because it means that we don't get a chance to either get this kill that we were about to here, or indeed get Awisa and Awisa's token, which is one of the reasons why the optional objectives are so hard to accomplish sometimes. Just based on how the AI throws its troops at you, you may not even get an opportunity to complete the mission.
You have proven yourself worthy of the dark blessings of chaos. Each victory you render to the Shadow Lord brings you that much closer to your destiny.
Time for the after-action report. Sidus has leveled up. Nice. Good work, Furman. Did really well. Kragor, excellent. Razagar, you're doing alright. Old battle wound. So it's reduced accuracy. That's not too bad. That's just basically a small amount of critical chance. We'll take a couple of days to recover from it, which is inconvenient, but not the end of the world. Boothall did very well as well. So another couple of experience for the Warband. And for the loot. We did pretty well. it would have been nice to see more stuff, but I was swapping things out in order to get more weird stone along the way, which is definitely where the priority is. So we've jumped from 4 to 31 in weight, which is excellent as far as I'm concerned. Let's just pay everyone. If we just nip to the shop and sell the things that we picked up that we don't want. So we'll sell the flail. We'll sell the dagger. Sell another great axe. We don't really need this many. Likewise for the bit of clothing. The upkeep. Okay, so Cuxus is going to be out for 3 days. Let's just move him into the reserves. We don't have anyone to replace him with, and we can't really afford to hire any new troops at the moment, so we'll just leave him be. Hopefully after the next mission we'll get a new hero warrior type. I'll have to see how that goes. We should also receive our payment in a couple of days, so this financial crisis we're in at the moment should ease up a little. Let's assign everyone's skill points. So our leader Magister Sidus, probably go with alertness for the moment, just to get him moving a little bit faster. Furman, I think it's going to be strength, mate. The same for Kragor. Viperus is injured still. Grazigar, you're getting some strength. Cuxus, we are holding off on your stats until you have a mutation. Yes, your accuracy is down by 1 and its maximum is down by 1. That's fine. This actually reduces the rating of the unit, so it's not too bad. Yeah, accuracy, critical hit chance and damage, and also bypasses a small amount of the target's dodge chance. So it does have use, certainly, and there are some skills which you can get which require accuracy, but it's not going to make too much of a difference to the overall unit. Certainly not worth replacing him over yet anyway. I think that will do. This exclamation mark and green circle on the leader means that he has gained skill points. Skill points are either active skills or passive skills, and then have lots of different categories, and they require certain amounts of stats in order to be able to start learning them. But then in addition to that, you have to spend time and money in order to train up. So you can see some of these have learning time of 3 days and cost 300 gold. This is perhaps my biggest gripe with the AI warbands that you go up against, is that if they have skill slots available, they will always have filled those skill slots, and they don't have to wait days and days or worry about the cost of training them. So if they've got it available, they will have it, and that's going to give them quite an advantage over us, at least for the first couple of ranks, until we can start to afford to add skills to our team. It's fine, it's something that you just learn to deal with, but you just have to take things a little bit more cautiously in the beginning, until you either get some veteran skills so that you can start with more money so that you can actually afford to train your troops, or just until you save up enough. It's not too bad. We'll cope with it anyway. Right, I think that's everything that needed to be done today. So let's advance the day. 2 warriors are receiving treatment for their injuries. That's the nervous system on Cuxus and Viperus's eye. Other than that, there is nothing to report. And that is a good point to call an end to this episode. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you're continuing to enjoy this series. And like I've said, if you do want to adopt or take charge of any of the units in the Warband, just drop a message below. Let me know which one you'd like, and what to rename him to, and how to customize him. And I will try my best to accommodate you, provided someone else hasn't already grabbed that unit for themselves. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you for another day in Mordheim, City of the Damned.